Hello, my name is Jack Forster, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to successfully warm up your vocals and talk about why it's important to warm up. The voice isn't some magical force that happens every time you want to speak. It's a complex bodily function that uses various parts of the body, such as the lungs. When you want to speak, a gust of wind is blown up the windpipe and into the larynx, which increases in pressure until your vocal folds begin to vibrate, allowing sound to enter your mouth, allowing your mouth and your lips to manipulate that sound into speech. You can see this demonstrated in this diagram floating to my left. I'm far too squirmy to find an image and look for a brief second to show you them in real life on this video, so if you're interested, look up Beth's first laryngoscopy, vocal cords in action. It's a very hard word to say. On YouTube, for a good demonstration. The voice is a muscle, and like every other muscle, it can injure and tire. A very common injury caused by not warming up your vocal muscles is overstraining, which can cause things like nodules, small callus-like growths that appear on both vocal cords, stopping singing or speech. Excessive use of the voice, such as screaming and belting without warm-up, can cause polyps, which are small growths that act like blisters on your throat. It's not very nice, and that's why I'm teaching you how to warm up your voice, so we can avoid that. But first, before we do anything, we need to make sure we aren't eating or taking anything that will affect our voice. Food that includes dairy, such as chocolate and cheese, tend to increase mucus buildup in the throat, stopping noise from escaping. Too much spicy foods can dry out your vocal cords, same as salty and fried foods. You should definitely avoid drinking alcohol and coffee, as these things will dry out your system, stopping you from producing a clear sound. So if you want to maintain a healthy voice, stick to things like fruit and veg and non-greasy proteins to allow your throat to be at its full potential, and for my case, have water with you, but things such as apple juice still work as well with your speech and singing. Once that's started, we can begin on posture. Now, make sure you're stood up, allowing your full diaphragm to shine. Plant your feet in front of you, shoulder width apart, and then imagine a bar in front of you and where your teeth are, and then you want to bite down onto that bar and hang from your teeth, like this. This should give you an upright posture that's correct. You can place your hands loosely down by your side, not in front of you or behind, and now you should have a good posture. Next up, we need to improve breathing. So see how long you can breathe for by extending your hand in front of you like this and stick your finger up. I want you to blow to the end of your finger as if it's a candle that needs blowing out, like so. Now, we're going to do this again after our exercise to see if we breathe for longer and if it's stronger. Next up, we're going to do the 4-4-4 exercise, which involves us breathing in for 4 and then breathing out for 8. We do this 4 times, so follow me. I'm not that good at this one, honestly. So, in for 4. Okay, now, before we go back to our candle, we want to take a few big breaths while pressing down on our chest like this. Okay, now that that's done, we want to try our candle again. So, hand out like this. Now, we should notice, for my case as well, did that for a lot longer. Now, this is important as it allows us to let more sound out without needing to breathe. And also we want to use this to get rid of any tension that might be in the body, because that can hinder how we use our voice. Now we can start using our voice. So just start by massaging your face and making yourself look quite silly. So like so. This is to help us get any tension outside of the face and show that we can move everything correctly. Another one, you want to pretend that you've gotten 2 big goops of honey and you want to just scoop them down your face. And then there's watermelon pea, where you make your mouth very big like a watermelon and then make it really small like a pea. Like so. You will look quite silly doing this. Okay, now let's use the voice. So this is a personal favourite of mine. It allows you to go up and down your register. It shows us where our scale is, and it will allow us to hear imperfections of our voice. And this is a siren. So like so. You can see there's a bit of crackiness in my voice, and hopefully by the end of it that should be gone. Okay, so now that we've done this, we can use a piano vowel scale. This is the video I'm going to be using, but any video should do. This is going to take us through our scales, and we're going to go A, E, I, O, U. So I will demonstrate this now. A, E, I, O, U. 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 That is our piano vowel scale warm up. So any piano warm up should do, as long as you're going through different registers and different tones and pitch and things like that, because the point is we want to kind of just warm up every part of our voice from high to low. So now I want to do something like tongue twisters. Okay, so my personal favorite is unique. New York. New York is unique. I'm terrible at tongue twisters, so don't follow me, just think about it in your head. New York's unique. Unique New York. 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 New York. New York. I'm terrible at them. There's also Sally sells seashells by the seashore, which is quite a famous one. So Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. There's the thistle sifter. She was a thistle sifter. She had a bag of sifted thistles and a bag of unsifted thistles. This one's quite long, so we'll just do that little section. She was a thistle sifter. She had a bag of unsifted thistles and a bag of sifted thistles. I'm going to leave that there because I'm terrible at these, but you can do this on your own. Okay, so next we are going to try this thing called Red Lorry, Yellow Leather. So this is a vocal warm-up where you say red lorry, yellow leather quite fast and increasing in scale. There's other things like Saturday Matinee and Bella Signora. So I'll start that now. So this is red lorry, yellow leather. Red lorry, yellow leather, 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 red lorry, yellow leather. I was not very good with the music there, but I'm sure you at home will be. Okay. So, well, that's perfect. So now what we want to do is we want to try our siren again and see the difference. So hopefully there should be some difference in my voice after doing these warm-ups. Alongside these things, I usually tend to play around with my voice, kind of like, oh, woo, making strange sounds, blah, blah, blah. It just allows your voice to fully expand itself, things like that. So I would usually be doing these things, but I can tell you that instead of showing you in this video. Okay, so we're going to try our siren now. Okay. Ooh. 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 That comes out a lot clearer and it just does sound better. So just to sing, I'm going to start singing now. I'm very sorry, but I'm a Believer from Shrek the Musical, as I've just recently performed it and it's still quite fresh in my head and I know how to sing it. So you can sing any song, anything that you're comfortable with. Try to go for something that you're comfortable with because it helps with your confidence when it comes to actually singing it. But what I like to do is I like to kind of hum to it to kind of help my body get used to what's needed. So I'm going to do the opening to I'm a Believer. Okay. I'm clearly a very gifted hummer. So now that's sorted, I'm going to actually be singing the extract. So before we do, it's very important that we use everything that we've learned so far. We know how to manage our breathing, so you don't just sing like this. I thought it was only true in... It just doesn't sound good and you look silly. So you can do this from breathing through your nose when you have the opportunity arises. It's better to breathe through your nose as inside the nasal passage you have these tiny little hairs that stop debris like dust and things getting into your system, and it stops it from affecting your voice in the long run. So I'm going to sing the opening extract from I'm a Believer from Shrek. I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. So that is that. I should probably have recorded me doing this at the beginning, but you can do that yourself at home, and you can see how you will see yourself, how you will sing way better compared to not warming up. Another thing, very important with posture, I realise I didn't mention, for a good sound, you want to be stood up, you kind of want to be out. For example, if I just sit down now and try and sing that thing, it won't come out as well. For example, how does it go again? I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. It does just increase that and it makes you sound a whole lot better. Me personally, I believe I need to improve on my singing as a whole, finding out which songs work with my voice and which ones don't, things like that, and also getting the confidence to sing. But these things should come with practice and time. I do sometimes struggle with breathing through my nose. I am a self-admitted mouth breather, and I've most likely done it multiple times in this video, but I should be using my nose, and hopefully you now know that you should be using your nose. I intend to improve this with breathing exercises, things like that, learning more about warm-ups and what I can do to train my breath. And that should get me used to the idea of breathing through my nose and not my mouth. But that's all for today's video. I hope that you feel like you could be the next Beyonce thanks to my beautiful vocal warm-up, and hopefully I'll see you on stage. Thank you.